box plots and checking for outliers. Reviewing how and what a box plot is and how to check for outliers. Let's suppose I got a group of data. First, let's plug into our calculator to find the 5-number summary. Go to Stat and punch in your numbers. I'm going to go ahead and punch them into list 1. I got numbers in there, so I'm going to highlight L1, hit clear, and they're all gone. Punching in the numbers, fun, exciting, best thing ever. Maybe you're reviewing for the final. I'm taping this in August, so it's hot now. Maybe you're listening to this in the middle of winter. It was hot. It will get hot again. Don't get upset. Christmas is coming. Maybe you're reviewing this in Chapter 1. Good luck on Chapter 1 test. It's Friday. Test is Friday. All right, so punch in the numbers. If I want to calculate the 5-number summary, you hit Stat, and then you go over to Calc. One variable stats. If you hit Enter, it assumes list 1, so we'll do that. I got the mean is 14.62, so on and so forth. If I keep scrolling, I get the 5-number summary. And the 5-number summary is 8, 11, 13.5, 16, and 28. So if I'm asked to make a sketch, I probably should write some things down here. This is 8, 11's pretty close, 13 and a half is pretty close, 16 is really close, and 28's over here. The 8 represents the minimum number, 28 the maximum, 11 is quartile 1, 13.5 is the median, and 16 is quartile 3. Make our box, and there it is. We can tell that it is skewed right. The tail is on the right, so it is skewed right. I could probably say it's roughly skewed right. So that's a sketch. We want to make sure whatever label, to put a label down here, but we'll put some numbers there, so we scaled it. And put a label here. And now we might be asked, are there any outliers? First, we need to get the magic number. Magic number. That's Mr. Mac's term, not a stats term. We get that by taking the interquartile range times 1.5. IQR times 1.5. IQR is the distance between quartile 3 and quartile 1. It's a measure of spread. Remember, quartile 1 is approximately the 25th percentile, and quartile 3 is the 75th percentile. It's the middle 50%. Quartile 3 is 16, quartile 1 is 11, so the IQR is 5, and then I'm supposed to multiply that by 1.5, and I get 7.5. I need to check to see if any number is too big or too small. So let's check too small. Too small is quartile 1 minus 7.5. So that is 11 minus 7.5, or 3.5. So we check, is there any number up there that is less than 3.5? There's not. There's not an outlier that's too small. Maybe there's an outlier that's too big. We go quartile 3 plus our magic number, 7.5. Quartile 3 is 16. Add our magic number and we get 23.5. Is there any number that is bigger than 23.5? Yes. 28 is too big. So I would write on the AP test, I'd show this work, maybe not all the steps, but most of the steps. Since 28 is bigger than 23.5, it is an outlier. Now, to check this, we can use our calculator and graph it. To graph a box plot, you hit second, y equals. I'm going to turn this one off because I only need one of them. Go back up to plot number 1. And I'm going to check it. This one right here is going to check to see if it's an outlier. Hit graph. I don't see anything, Mr. Mac. Don't forget, zoom 9. And there's our graph. Yes, 28 is an outlier. That's your review of how to make a box plot and checking for outliers.